Hi, I'm Rosanne DeTorres. I'm the managing partner of DeTorres and DeGeorge Family Law. And today I'd like to talk to you about how to end a civil union and a domestic partnership in New Jersey. So what is the civil union law in New Jersey? Under New Jersey's new law, a civil union is the legally recognized union of two individuals of the same sex. Civil union couples receive the legal benefits and protections and are subject to the same legal responsibilities provided under New Jersey law as it relates to married couples. Same-sex couples who entered into registered domestic partnerships before 2007, when the new civil union law was enacted, can still stay domestic partners, or they can enter into a civil union. If they do enter into a civil union, that automatically terminates the previous registration for the domestic partnership. The interesting thing about entering into a civil union is that if you had a domestic partnership and then go into the civil union, your marriage-like relationship is deemed to relate back to the date of the domestic partnership, and that can be very important for asset distribution and support purposes if you intend to ever terminate, dissolve, or end your civil union. The more time you spend in that marriage-like relationship, the more assets there may be to distribute, and the greater your chance of receiving or paying support. Well, what if you live in New Jersey, but your partner and you entered into a civil union in another state? Is that going to be recognized in New Jersey? The answer to that is yes. The new civil union law provides that your civil union entered into elsewhere is going to be treated as a valid civil union in New Jersey, but a New Jersey civil union may not be recognized in other states that don't have civil union laws, and most of them don't. There are only 5 states in the United States that recognize civil unions, and they are Colorado, Hawaii, Illinois, Vermont, and New Jersey. So what do you need to do to dissolve or terminate a New Jersey civil union? You would terminate a New Jersey civil union in court the same way that a marriage is terminated in New Jersey. Essentially, the same steps and criteria for nullifying or dissolving a marriage apply to a civil union, as do all the other provisions for alimony, dividing assets, and allocating responsibilities for children, including custody and parenting issues. Well, what about domestic partnerships? What's the law say about New Jersey domestic partnerships? New Jersey has had domestic partnerships for same-sex couples and opposite-sex couples aged 62 or older since 2004. But when that law was amended in 2007 with the Civil Union Act, only same-sex couples or opposite-sex couples aged 62 or older can register as domestic partners. Plus, they have to meet certain other eligibility requirements, which are they have to share a common residence, they have to agree to be jointly responsible for each other's welfare, they can't have been in a marriage, domestic partnership, or civil union law, or civil union recognized by New Jersey law. And they can't have terminated another domestic partnership within the last 180 days unless one of the partners has died. They can't be related by blood or marriage, and they both have to agree to be jointly responsible for each other's basic living expenses, as well as sharing each other's life in a committed relationship. So with a domestic partnership registration, you also have rights to decide about medical treatment for the other party, receive state tax benefits as a dependent of the other party. You can receive public employee benefits granted to the other party, and there are rights of inheritance associated with domestic partners. And to dissolve a New Jersey domestic partnership, you file a request for termination with the Superior Court of the state of New Jersey. It's kind of like a divorce, but not really. But it's quite similar if you want to end your domestic partnership. I'm Rosanne DeTorres. I'm the managing partner of DeTorres and DeGeorge Family Law. I hope you have a great day.